अभी जाके आया हूँ अभी तक। तो मैं जा रहा हूँ, भूख लगी है मुझको। देर पे लगाता है।
एग्जाम नेटलो ड्राई है
Hey guys, good evening, guys. Okay, let's start. We have only 140 participants. What happened? Because of the weekend, all of you guys got a break. Huh? Okay, let us start. Let me share my screen. So today we'll start. Okay, we'll continue with the same project, what we have done. So last time we got our running devices. There are no devices here. Let me start my device, guys. Okay, let me start the AVD and keep it ready. So minimize this one. Okay, guys. So now what is that I'll do is, let me run this one. It will take time to run. So let it run. So what are we going to do today? What is the agenda for today? Today we see alert box, alert dialog on click of the button, and on click of the button, how do we get the text? These are the two very important things what we are seeing. Okay, I think yesterday I forgot, guys. There is one more thing we yesterday we didn't do it. Okay, that is something called long list. So yesterday we have seen list. Okay, let it run. I hope this will give me the code here. Let me close this off. So what we did yesterday was, yesterday we have left with this screen. So one thing did you guys notice yesterday? What is that is, okay, what is that we have, what is that we're doing here thing is, okay, guys, 1 second, it's getting loaded. So yesterday, one thing what you noticed here is we have added like 5-6 items only, or 5-6 rows only, but you don't know how many rows are coming from the server. Okay, how many records are coming from the server, or you guys don't know how many uh, data is coming from the database. How many records are coming from the database? You guys are not aware of that. Okay, there may be 10, 100, or it may be 1,000. So you're not aware of that. How many records? Here I have added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 records. Yes, 5 is fine, everything is fine. But what happens if I have more than 5 records? So in this case, I cannot be dependent on this. I need to have something called dynamic list. And one more problem with this list is, like if you have 50 items or if you have 100 items, all the 100 items will get loaded on the screen. And whether you scroll and go to the 50th item or the 100th item, okay, it doesn't matter. Everything gets loaded in the screen, which means it gets loaded in the memory. But what happens with the advantage we're using the something called dynamic list, or we call that as a long list here. The advantage is when you scroll, then only those items get loaded in the memory. Because of that, it is more memory efficient. It's more this thing. So this is the advantage of using the long list. The first advantage is here we have only 4 or 5 items, but in long list we can have multiple items. That is one advantage. So let us start working with this one by one. So let me go and create. Okay, here I'll take this list screen only, guys. I don't want to create new one. So what is that I'll do is, let me go and minimize this one. Okay, let me minimize this one. Let it be there. Here I'm going to create one more item here. Okay, here also same thing, the same thing. I'm going to get here widget. I'm going to return the widget here. 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Widget. What's stuck? So I'm going to return a widget from a method called get long list. Same thing. Whatever I did yesterday, I'm doing the same thing here. Okay, and here this I'm going to create a long list here. So how do I create a long list? So here I'll say for long list, okay, let me hold on this, guys. I'll do it at last. I'm going to return. Okay, if you don't return also, if you don't write also, it's fine here. So let me remove this one. Let me type it again. Get long list, some method name, and this method is going to why is okay, because I don't want to see that error. Ultimately, I'm going to return the widget. Yes, I can write it down here. But before this method, I said I need items. So basically, if you can get items from the database or from the server, but here we don't have that option of getting the data from the server. So let me, give me 1 second, it's getting hang. Okay, I think my internet is not good. So let me close this camera. I don't want to have the camera on. Okay, so here I'm not getting the data from, okay, I don't have the data, right? And okay, neither I'm getting the data from the server or this thing. So what is that I'll do is I'll generate the data. I'll generate the data manually. So for that, again, I'm going to create a method called get list element, list items. Get list items, and this method will give me items here. So what is this items? I'll say where my list items, I'll put in capital proper items equal to, what is that I'll do is I'm going to generate the items here. I'll say list dot, what guys was so slow, generate, and here this generate will generate me some data. So what is that I'll do is I'll say I want to generate items from 1 to 100, some items are not random, okay, which will give me the result. Okay, which will give me the result here. So here, what is that I'll do is I will say, okay, first item, your new item is $index. Something you can write. So basically what it will do is this guy is going to generate me a numbers. So here I'm going to return the list here. So I'll say list here. So and I'll, okay, this is the list which is going to return. And here I'll say 1 second guys. I'll say return, it's very slow. Return list. Return, sorry, my list items. So this is, I'm going to return this one. So whenever I call this method, what will happen is it will return me a list of items here. So I'll keep it here as it is. Now I'm going to use that in my list here. So I'll say that, okay, where my items equal to, I'll say get list of items. Get list of items. So what is this guy will do? This guy will give me the items. What are the items? A list of items. What are the list of items? It will generate items from 1 to, okay, 1 second guys. Okay, from 1 to 100, there'll be 100 items. Okay, now what is that I'll do is I'll come here. Here I'm going to build the list. I'm not going to create the list, right? So here to build the list, what is that I need is I take where my list view. Okay, I'm going to create a list view here. So I'll take the help of list view dot builder. So what is this builder? This builder is helping me in building the list view. Okay, so let me minimize this one. Let me move this up a little. Okay. So what is this, guys? This builder? This builder is going to help me in building the list view. Okay, one by one. So this builder has something called item builder. Item is, you guys yesterday have shown you, one row is called as an item here. So I'm taking an item here. So here, this item, I'll create a method. So yesterday we have seen this method here. Okay, this is the method and this is the body of the method. So I'll come here. This item builder takes 2 parameters. What are the parameters? It takes index, comma, and it, first it takes context. Okay, it takes context on text. Once again, guys, got hang. Okay, it takes context. Second thing, it takes index. And what it is, okay, it is going to return me a value here. So what is the context? I'm referring to the current class or current thing. So basically, I'm telling the system, dude, this context will tell that I'm wanting to use this screen. Okay, this screen is nothing but this is a class. I'm using this class. Index will give me the the index of my list items. So what is that I'll do is, first thing is here I'll say return. Okay, I'll say last time we did right, same thing, list style. And here in this list style, I'll come outside in with the semicolon, come inside, I can hit enter. And in this list style, what is that I'm going to do is I'm going to, you guys want to take it you guys have done that, right? Steady. So here you want to take it, what is that called? Header, trailer, title, subtitle, all those things. Right now, I'm not interested. You guys can do it if you want. I'll just take title here. Title. And in this title, I'll take a text. Okay. And here, what is my text? My text is nothing but I'll take it from the, okay, I'll take it from the list, my items, my items of index. Okay, so what is this my item of index? My items of index will give me the items from this list one by one. So I'll give comma. Okay, and here, what are the things I need? I can use style. And here I'll use text style. Okay, and I'll give font size 25. Color. I'll give, what is the color I give? I'll give colors dot. I'll give this as blue color. I'll give this as blue color. Okay, I didn't give the body color. Yeah, it's fine. I'll give the text as blue color. And after this, after title, you want to add subtitle, all those things. Here I'm going to, if I click on this, something should happen. Something. So here, on click of the list, yesterday we have seen button. On click of the button, we have not done anything here, but here I'll do on tap. We don't have on click here. On tap, this some function should get execute. I'll write the function here. Okay, what should get execute when you click on that? I'll just write print here. Print. Okay, when you click on that, this thing, what should get execute? Okay, 1 second, guys. What it should get execute? Here I'll write it. Okay, you click on, okay, which item you clicked? Okay, you clicked, I'll say dollar, open the bracket. I want to take a function, so I have to open the bracket here. I will say my items dot my items of, 1 second, guys. Why is it so slow? Of index. So whichever item you have clicked, I'm getting that item and showing it in the print. When? On tab. Where? On this title. This is what I have done there. Okay. So let me run this. It will take time to run. So this is how, okay, no, guys, I didn't do it anything. I should have done that. So now what is that I'll do is, I am going to return this list view here. So let me minimize this one. So I have created my list of items, and here ultimately I'll say return. What is that? My list view. So you guys want to write here, you want to write a widget, you can write it. You want to leave it, no problem with that. Here I have written the widget. You want to write it here, also fine, because I'm returning a widget. What is this list view? Is nothing but a widget. So I'm going to minimize this one. So now what is that I'll do is, instead of setting this list, I'm going to set this list. What is this list? I'll say get long list. Okay, now after this, okay, let me run this now. Okay, now where is my device? So now you guys can see here list of items. You have your print all those things. Let me come here. Let me click on 6th item. You see here, you clicked on your new item is 6. Okay, instead of that, you can properly change the message. This message is coming from the here, and this message is coming from here. Okay, this is if I click on 8, it will show me your new item is 8. So this is how you create a long list. And what is the importance of this long list? Okay, so what happens is it will generate when you call it. What is the problem with the normal list? It will automatically put everything in the memory. Okay, and other problem is if you have multiple items, you can't use the normal list. You have to use the dynamic list. And that is what is we use the dynamic list here. Guys, anyone has any questions here? Okay, so now after this, there is a typo. 59, module. Where is my line number 59? No, I mean everything is fine here. Okay. So now what I'll do is I'm going to show you something called alert box, which is a very common box. You want to show it to the user. So here I'll create a dot file here, and here I'll give this as alert screen. Okay, and hit enter. I'll copy this one. Here I'm going to create STL, stateless widget, and I'll give this as a color. And here I'll say return scaffold. Scaffold. Let it be there. And in this scaffold, I'll give the app bar, and I'll give the app bar title. App, okay, title text. I have to give him app bar. I alert screen, right? Alert. And then I'll take body here. And I want to take material or container, anything is fine. I'll take container. Okay, and in this container, I'm going to take, what is it I'll take? I'll take some columns and rows. I'll take, okay, child. Okay, you want to take color? I'll take color, guys. Color or container. Okay, what is the color? I'll take colors. Accent. Now I'll take it. Child. I'll take column. Okay, and in this column, I'll take children. And in this children, I'll take row. I'll take a row. Okay, I'll take multiple rows. And here, I'll take, again, in this row, I'll take children here. Okay, and also, okay, let be there. Here, I'll take something called expanded, And this expanded also, I will take a hit enter in expanded here. And here in expanded, I'm going to take a elevated button. Elevated button. Okay. So what does this elevated button has? This elevated button has the properties. What are the properties? Okay, it has a child. Okay, child is nothing but a text. I'll say text. Okay, and here I'll say text is text on the button. Click, click, click for alert. Some text on the button. And one more thing here what I need is I need a method here. So here I have a method called on pressed. We have last time we have the on tap. Here we have on pressed, and in this on press method, this when I click this method will get executed. That is what we have seen in the last example on Monday. So when I press this button, something should happen. What is that should happen is now in this button, I am going to click on something called show dialog. Okay, I want to see show dialog. Okay, and show dialog will take a build context and a builder. So I have explained to you what is a builder. If I want to build something, I am going to take the help of a builder. Last time we have taken the long list where we have built the list title, getting the items and all those things. Here also I'm building the alert box. So I'm taking a builder object here. So builder object, what is that I'll do is, again, this builder object will take one function and the body. Okay, let me come here. And what is the parameter it takes? It takes the parameter called CTX context. You can give context, everything is fine, guys. Okay, because I use context here, I'm giving context here, I'll give just CTX here. So this CTX, okay, why is giving error? Okay, null. I have to return something here. I'll return it later, guys. So now this CTX, I am going to return an alert dialog. Alert dialog box. So alert dialog mein, what is that I want? What is that I want in alert dialog? So what are the things I want in alert dialog? I have to mention here. Okay, I have to build here. Got stuck, guys. Okay. Okay, now I think I have to use this semicolon. Okay. What is it? I think here also I have to use semicolon. Okay, here in alert dialog box, what is that I'm trying to do is I am trying to take a title. What is the title? Okay, I'll say, sorry, I have to give a text, right? Text. I have to say, okay, my alert. Something, some name I've given it. This is a title. So how does it look? I'll open the page here. I'll open the page here. So what is that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build an alert dialog box. So what does this alert dialog box will have? So this is what is the alert dialog box. This is how it looks. This guy will have a title on the top and it will have a message here, some message here. Okay, this is the message here. Are you ready? Something else. And at last we have a button here. So I need to give a title here. This is the title here. This is the message here, and this undo it. This is a button here. On this button, I will say okay or yes or no, whatever you guys want to do it. I'll say okay. Okay here, and I'll say my alert. This is what I'm doing here. I'm just building this box here. So how am I building it? I'm using something called builder pattern. Okay, I'm using something called builder pattern here. I'm building that box here. So what is that I'll do is my alert, and here I'll say after alert box, I'll say something called content. Okay, and here also I'll give text. Okay, and here I'll say Are you ready? Are you okay? Are you, sorry, I'll say, are you fine? Are you fine with this? Okay. And here, if you say okay, it will do it. So now here, after this, I have one more property of this is something called actions. I'll say actions. Okay, actions is nothing but an array. Again, inside this actions, what is that I'll do is I will say I want to have a button here. So you can have again elevated button, or here I'm having a new button called text button. You can have anything inside this, guys. You can have a normal button, and when you click on the button, something should happen here. So for that, I'm giving a colon, bracket, and this thing. I'll just leave it as it is. What is the child? Child is nothing but I want to have a text. Okay, what is my text? Okay, text is I want to say okay, okay or fine, yes, no. You can have multiple buttons. All those things you guys can have it. So I have okay here. So what is that I'll do is now if I press on this button, something should happen. So right now we have not done any routes navigation. We have not done, but I'll tell you, I'll show you navigation once we start navigating here. Here I just wanted to show here navigator. I'm using navigator. What is that? What is the use of navigator? To navigate. Navigator dot of context. What is build context? Here I'm taking CTX so that you guys don't get confused. So I'm taking the build context here, CTX. So what is this navigator? It will navigate to the current screen itself. I'll come to this navigator routing a bit later, guys. So this is about your screen here. Why is it giving error? Error, guys. I don't see the error here. CTX. Oh. Yes. This guy, I have to return this guy, right? Okay. What is the error here? What the hell is going on? Why is the error here? Okay, let me remove this bracket here. I'll use the problem solved. Why is this not getting problem? What is the problem here? I think there's a problem with the brackets, guys. I didn't make a mistake somewhere. Title इसके बाद देखिए, here's this bracket. Then actions I have given it. Fine. Actions I have given it. Okay, actions में I have given text button. First navigator of CTX. Okay, pop of CTX. I have to give this pop here. Dot pop pop. Pop means get me out this thing. Give me this thing pop here. Okay, what is giving? Child text, okay. Guys, 1 second, I did a mistake here. Here, I'll say give a comma. Yes, comma. See, this is a problem. Okay. Now, what is that I'll do is, I'll set this on the screen. Okay, when I share this on this thing, it becomes very slow, guys. That is what I have seen. When I share it on this thing, My system becomes very slow. I'll say alert. Alert screen. Okay, now let me run this one. Okay, let me open this device. Let me minimize this one. So alert, you can do it properly. If I click on this box, your alert box is coming, my alert. Are you fine with this? If I say okay, it will come back to the screen. Okay. This is how I create an alert box, guys. You want to build it in the center, you want to take this container in the center, you can take it here. Where is my container here? Okay. So here, instead of taking center, I will add, where is my container? I will add padding here. Padding. Okay. I'll say edge insets. Okay. Dot. From, I'll say from top, or I'll say edge insets. Dot all. I'll give to 15. Now, if I run this, it will not touch the edges. It will come from the other candidates. Better now. If I click here, it says alert box. If I say okay, it will come back to the same screen. This is how I give alert box, guys. This is how I do alert box. Now, after this, what is that I'll do is, I am going, okay, I want you to practice this, guys. Go and practice this first. If I keep on going, it will be very tough for you guys. So I'll just share this code with you. Give me a minute. Okay, I'll send it to you. You can try this out, guys. Okay, give me a minute. Yeah, guys, you can have a look into this. Go ahead. I want you to practice this, then you can ask me questions. I'll give you 15 minutes of time, then you can ask me questions, guys. Okay, if you have to solve the issue of no devices found, you have to go and create a new emulator and you have to run the emulator. Like, sir, in software, we can practice this coding, sir. I don't know what was your question. Which software? We have to use Android Studio, Kirtana. We can practice in Android Studio. Please say once again LMS. LMS, I don't have that. Amar is there. Amar is going to help you out with that. Shinde. Supriya, talk to Amar. Expand widget. If the widget goes beyond the screen on the edges of the screen, it crosses the width of the screen. So I want, okay, I want it to be within these edges. Okay, if it is crosses, I have to come down to the next line. That is what we use expanded widget. Okay, material is just to give the material things in that. Container is something we can have items in that. So material also works like a container, but container, you can have container within a container. Material, you can't have it. So you can think container as a box. Inside you can have multiple things. Yes, yes, Hija, that's correct. Okay, I'll come to navigator. Okay, in navigator, the current screen gets popped. Okay, whichever you are into the current screen, that is where we take C takes, and you say pop, it will pop the same thing. Attendance will be sent Ataullah. Just hold on, it will be sent a bit later. For me, you're not supposed to type in capital letters. It has a different meaning. If you don't understand, don't type it. Okay, have some patience. We'll send you the link. Yeah, you can talk to Amar about it, Kirtana, getting the certificate. Okay, guys, let's continue. Let's continue with the same thing. Now we see something called stateless widget. So till now, what you guys have seen is let us see something called stateful widget. Till now, you guys have seen something called stateless widget. Now we'll see something called stateful widget. What do you mean stateful widget? So using the stateful widget, only you guys can go and create what is that called? You guys can go and create what is that guys called? The state means something is getting stored in the memory. So once you use the status widget, okay, then you can change on click of the button. You want to show some text, you want to change the state of your application. What is the state of the application? Now this is the state of the application. What is the state of the application here? This is the state of the application. Now you click on, you get alert dialog box. But I want to change the state. Okay, I can't change it because this is a stateless widget. So here everything gets loaded at once and it is there. Next time you do anything, nothing will happen here. Nothing will get changed. That okay, then we need to have something called stateful widget to make changes. For example, if I click on this, I want to take some data and show it on the alert box. I want to take the data and show it somewhere. So in that case, I have to use something called stateful widget. Stateless widget will not help me out with that. So here I'm going to create something called, okay, I'll just go and create a dot file here. And I want you to see this here. I'll say get data screen, something like some name. I'm not getting good name here. Get data screen or show data. Show data on show data. I'll say, okay, I'll say data screen list. I'll keep it simple, data screen. So what is this data screen? Here, I'm going to again copy paste this one. I'll copy paste this one. I'll copy paste it. Okay. Guys got hang. What the hell is going on so slow? Yeah, when I start this thing, it takes huge memory, guys. Yeah. Okay, here I'm going to create a class called, okay, what is it called? Data screen. And here this screen, data screen extends from the stateful widget. What is the stateful widget? Okay, which have some state. What is the use of that? I can change the state whenever I want to click on the button, do anything, I can do the changes. Stateless widget, I can't do the changes. Why do I use stateless widget? Just to display the data. Now I have a data screen here, which extends the stateful widget. Here, I'll say this is an abstract method. I'll say alt enter. Okay, create on missing method. And this guy is going to return you a state. But if I want to take and if I want to play with the state, if I want to handle the state, what I have to do is I have to create one more class. I have to create one more class. Okay, inside this state. Okay, no, I have to create one more class separately. I have to create one more class. Okay, here this class, I'll say, okay, I'll say what is that? I'll say my state. My state, okay, extends from state. Okay, from state. But this state takes the parameter here. So basically, what is that I'm trying to do, guys? I'm trying to create a state. So which state? This guy is going to return me a state, right? So I'll give him the state here. So which is the guy I'm going to give it? I want to give it to data screen. I'll copy paste this data screen here. And here I'll open the bracket. So what is that, guys, I'm telling here? Okay, now let me implement this method here first. Create implement method here. Okay, and let it live. Okay, I'll just leave it as it. Now here, this guy create state. Okay, now he's asking for create state. Guys, give me 1 second. So this guy is asking me, okay, to give the state. dude, this guy, okay, because I said if I want to play with the state, okay, I have to get this state for this data screen. So where is my state? I'll say return. And where is my state, guys? I have created a state for which data screen. So I'm going to return the state here. I'll say my state. Okay, I'm done with this. So this is how I create a state. Now with this state, I want to write, I'll say the same thing, return scaffold. Same thing, I'll do it here, guys. I'll come here, I'll say app bar. Okay, app bar. Okay, and here, what is that I'll do in app bar? Okay, I'll take it here and do it here. I'll take it here itself, title. I'll say text. I'll say, okay, stateful widget demo. State. What is this, guys? Well, stateful widget demo. Okay. Now, what is that I'll do is, I'm going to take the body here. So whatever you guys want to take it. Okay, here, I'm going to take same thing as again, I'm going to take a container here. Okay, and in this container, I'll have a same thing. I'll just show it to you one by one. Container will have color. Color, I'll give this as colors dot. I'll give this as gray color, black. I'll give this as black, light black color. Okay, and here I will add a child and I'll a column. Okay, and in this column, what is that I'll do is I'll use children and here I'll use row. Okay, and here I'll use one more row. I'll space. What is that, guys? I forgot. Box. Spin out box. What is that, guys? I forgot name. What is the name? I have to give a space between this. Got hang, guys. Got hang here. Okay, it should be no space. It is the second size box, and here I'll give height as 30 something here. Okay, after this, I'll take one more row here. After this, I'll take one more row here, a row, and I'll just keep it as it is. So I don't want you guys to get confused. I'll set up everything first. So here, what is that I'll do is I am going to take something called children, and here I'll take expanded. Okay, and here in this thing, I'll take this elevated button. Elevated button. Okay, and this elevated button will take child name. I'll say, okay, before this elevated button, I'll just hold on. I'll do one thing. I'll take this children. Here also, I'll take children here. So I'll take children here. And here I'll take elevated button. I'll take expanded, expanded. And then say in expanded, I'll take elevated button. Okay, in this elevated button, I'll take child. I'll get the name of the child, text, and I'll say submit. I'll say submit here. I'll say where is my submit here? I'll say submit. And also one more thing is I'll say on press. I'll say I'll just open the function and keep it like that's it. I'll just keep it as it is. Later on I add it. So this is my elevated button. At the same time, I'm going to take a text field here. What is my text field here? Text field. And here in this text field, okay, no, I'll remove this one text field here. Once, hold on. So here, what is that I'll do is I'm going to add this in the expanded phase. You know the reason. Expanded. And here I'll add the text field here. Okay, and in this text field, what is that I want to give in text field is, okay, what is that I want to take in text field, guys? Okay, yeah, okay, I'll just keep it as it is. Right? So text field, I'll open text field and keep it as it is. So now, what is that I'll do is, you guys know decoration, you can use decoration and you can decorate this text field here. Now, what is that I'll do here is, I'll come to, let me minimize this, I'm not interested in the class right now. Okay, I'm interested in my state here. I'll tell here, string user name equal to, open the bracket, keep it empty. Okay, now let me run this and show you I didn't do anything, nothing new. I did everything same here. Data screen. Everything is the same. I didn't do anything here. So if I run this here, I should see my data screen here. Okay, with the gray background, and I have, okay, with the text field and a, okay, and a this thing button with submit. What is this? There is a problem with hot restart. What is the problem? My map, try correcting name for existing methods. Main.library. Okay, main.library. There is a problem with this. Okay, data screen is not getting inputted. Let me input this one. Let's input library here. Okay, now let me run this one here. So basically what happens is, now I can see my screen. I can type something here. I can see it. You guys want to add the padding guys. Okay, so it looks good. That's the only reason. So come here. Where is my container? Add padding here. Padding, edge insert. In dot. I want to take it only. Okay, if I take only, I have taken all these things. I want to take only. I'll say left. I'll say 20. From the left, I want 15. And from the top, I want 25. Now I can give it, this is also one option. I can give it like this also. So from the left, it will move 15. From the top, it will move 25. So this is how I can add. You want to, you don't know touch the screen also? I'll give from right, or I can give all. I can give, let's see, that's good hand. Give top is 25. Okay, right is, from right, I won't touch. So it will not touch the screen. Now if I run this here, from the left, it is 15. From the top, it is 25. From the right, it will be 10. So it will not touch the edges of the screen. So this is now looks better. So what is that, guys? I did nothing here. See here? Now it doesn't touch the edges. So now it looks fine. So what is that I'm trying to do is, when I enter some text in this text field and on click of the button, I want to show it. For that, what is that I'm going to do is, okay, till now everything is very simple. We have done this many times. Now, important point is, we have taken the username, which is empty. Now we are going to take something called, okay, something called text. What is this? Text. I want to do it like this. You can use, okay, I just want it for you guys. Otherwise, you can use where also. I'll say text aggregate controller. I'll take input text field, something like some name, some user defined name is equal to, I'll say text. I'm just creating an object of the text editing controller. So you guys don't want to use it. You guys want to use just where also, is perfectly fine. Just to make you understand, I have given this. If you use where also, it works, you know that. That is how we create an object here. After creating an object, I'm going to define some method, guys, some method. I'll say process text, some method here. So what is that, guys, I'm trying to do now here is, here, when this method is called, I will say, I'll call something called set state. This is the state of your application. This is the state of your screen through which you can change the state. So what is the set state? Set state is going to set the state when I'll do it, guys. So when I click the button, I'll call this method. This method will call the set state. The set state will change the current state. So what is my current state? So what is my current state? Okay, what is that I want to do is I want to take the username here. Okay, and I want to change it to whatever the user has entered. So whatever the user has entered, if I want to take that, I'm going to take the help of this input field here. I'll take the input field. So whatever the user has entered, I want to take that data and change it to a text and store it in a username, which is a type string. That is what I'm doing it, guys. I'm done with this. So what is that I'll do is now when the user types something, I want to get that data, right? So that data will come in this input text field. So which text field I have to set? I'll come here. Okay, let me minimize this column here. No, not minimize this column here. Okay, I'll come here. Where is my text view? Okay, it is in expanded here. Here I have a text field here. Here we have something called, for text view, we have a special method called on submit. On submitted, I am going to call that input text field. So, okay, input text field. What is that? What is the text field will do? So, sorry, not on submitted. It is controller, which will control the text field. So, whatever the user has typed in this text field will get into this with the help of this controller. So, whatever the user has typed, now it is present in this text field with the controller. Now, what that I'll do is I will take the data and show it on the screen on the button, right? So on pressed, what is that I'm going to do is I'm going to call this process text here. I'll copy this here, and on press, I don't want to have my own method. I am not interested in my method here. I'll delete this one and I'll say I want to call this method process text. So what is this process text will do is when the button is clicked, process text will be called. So okay, you might have entered the data here, right? So that data will come, okay, and the data will be set to the username. So when you create this thing, okay, the username. But by the time that username will have that, this data will get updated to the username. So now, okay, so basically, what is that I'm doing? First, I'm entering the text, something in the text field. That data will come here, will be okay, and will be given to this controller. Okay, and that controller, now the data is with the controller. But when I click on the button, that controller, okay, from the controller, I'm taking the text and giving it to the username. So now, what is that I want is, okay, so now, what is that I'll do is, guys, I hope you guys are not getting confused here. So now, I'll take one more row here, guys. I'll do a little bit fast here. I'll take one more row here. Okay, and in this row, why is it not coming? Why is what happening, guys? In one second. Okay, I'm going to take one more row here, and in this row, I'm going to add children, and here I'm going to add a text. I should have done this. Okay, and here I'll say user name is $user name. So now you understand. Now let me, it's too easy for me to explain. Now when I when I type this, okay, when I type anything in the text field, whatever data has typed, I want to get the data, right? I'm taking that data in the input text field. How? Through the help of the controller. So now where is the data? The data is present in this input text field. So what is that next thing I do? I'm doing it. I'm clicking on the button. So once I click on the button, I'm calling this method process text. Now I'll come here. Process text will change the state of your app itself. So for that, I'm using this set state. So now whatever the user has entered, it is present in this field. I'm taking it and converting it to a text and storing it in the username. Now the data is present with the username. Now now once it is present, I'm showing the data on the text view here. So the data will automatically, on click of the button, all the data will get updated. The first time the data will be empty, But once you enter and hit enter, okay, submit, the data will be shown here in the user. This is how we work on this, guys. So now where is my code? Where is my this thing? I open the emulator. Okay, now I'm here. The first time when I come here, it is empty because the state of the application here, the data is empty here. But here, I'm going to type something here. Okay, I'll type my name Ansari here. And I'll hit submit button. Once I hit submit button, the data will be taken from this field and I'm showing the data on the username. Guys, clear? Okay. Okay, I made a mistake here. I should not call the method. I have to give the reference of the method here. Okay, this is the mistake what I have made. So now if I run this here, now see here, when I come to for the first time in the screen, it will be empty here. So now I'm going to hit enter Ansari here. Okay, and now I hit submit here. You can see here username is Ansari here. You can make the font bigger, all those things bigger. I'm not made it bigger. You guys can make it more bigger. Okay, so this is how whatever data you enter and hit submit, you should see the data here. So let me copy paste this code for you. This is a big thing. I done this. Okay, I know that there are a lot of questions here. I want you to practice this first before you ask the questions. You have the weekend. So on the weekend, you guys can practice this. And let me know if you have any issues on Monday. I don't know. I don't think so. We are taking the class tomorrow. Okay, let me share the code with you. File right. What is this? Not able to share the code. I think okay. Yes. We have done a lot of things today. The reason is you guys have a long weekend. We have 2 days of weekend. So I want you to practice this. And on Monday, if you guys have any questions, you guys can ask me. First, I want you to go through this now, understand this. Let me know if you have any issues. Go ahead, guys. Okay, so basically, Kirtana, I want you to work on data structures. Okay, Kirtana, I want you to work on the data structures part. That is very important. Okay, to develop your skills, Kirtana. Guys, if you guys have any questions, you guys can start shooting the questions, guys. Tamanna, there is no web emulator. This mobile emulator only. Emulator is not working. You try to recreate it again, Tamanna. Okay, there are a lot of things. Just go to YouTube, Kirtana, and say for data structures. Go with the Indian data structure. Okay, the guy who found India. Go slowly. Understand everything. What is data structures? Why do we need it? Then we have lists set. Okay, and how do you do it? Okay, you don't need to do everything one day itself. Take 1 month to do it, or take 6 months to do it. No problem. But it's very important. Once you're good in the data structures, you can do anything. Kirtana. Link, sir. What is that? Vinay? I didn't get you. No, we are not, I'm not starting data structures. I just suggested her to start working on data structures. That is one important point if you want to get into anything. Okay, that is where the exams will happen. If you want, if anyone want, if any company wants to hire you, they'll check your data structure skills. Do you have any questions? You guys can start shooting it. I wanted to practice. Okay, work on this. I'll be here for next few minutes. You guys can ask me any questions, guys. Yeah, don't worry about anything. You just start practicing from the scratch. Okay, automatically it will come, Kirtana. Okay, don't worry about hackathon, all those things. You start preparing your skills, you will come to know by yourself. Yeah. Okay, give me 2 minutes. They have some questions. Let us try to answer these questions. Yeah, dude, here is the code. If you have any questions, you can ask me here. So if you guys don't have any questions, okay, we'll wind up the session, guys. If you don't have any questions, we'll end the session now. Okay. Happy weekend, guys. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Ansari. Guys, hope you enjoy the session. Is there any queries for me? Please let me know in the chat box. I'm sharing the attendance link. Please make sure your attendance. And one more thing. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, there is no class. So we practice whatever class is done. Javaji Nikita from YouTube. Sir, how many days we want to attend the class to get the certificate, sir? You want to get 60% attendance, Nikita. Means this is at 15 days. Means you have to attend at least 9 days. If you attend 9 days means it will reach to 60%. Nikita, you got the answer? Yes, ma'am. In which format we will get the certificate? Soft copy, PDF you will get. Aishwarya Lokanan, ma'am, I want day 7 text file. Yes, I will send one drive in that you will get all the date notes, okay? Shalini, do we have to give assignments also? Shalini, assignments will be no, there is no any assignments. We have only assessment only. Kirti and ma'am from 6th November digital marketing will also start. Yes, we are starting digital marketing also. Vikram, ma'am, in Drive latest code is not there. Stateful widgets code. Okay, I will take that file from Ansari and I will upload in a LMS. And again, tomorrow, like Monday class, I will send in the drive. Okay. Shalini, when you are starting digital marketing classes from 6th onwards, we are going to start that 7 to 9, same times. Nikita, ma'am, how can we join in digital marketing ma'am course? We are going to send one registration link so you can get join from there. Monday I will send the registration link. When the assessment will conduct, ma'am. We told that that is a surprise, right? Ganesh, sir, how many lecture attend to certificate? 9. 9 days means 60%. So it will count like 9 days. Pratiksha, where we will get the registration link, ma'am? I will send that. And yes, onlinelearning.excelr.com. I'm sharing that link in chat box. Happy, is there any other upcoming courses? Yes. This 1 minute, I'm sharing that announcement. Okay, guys, there is no more questions, it seems. So we'll wind up the session for today. Thanks for joining. And tomorrow and after tomorrow, there is no classes. We'll meet you on the Monday, same time, same place. Up to then, take care. Be hydrated. Ganesh, ma'am, before 3 day in city network issue, that time study material link. I send one drive link. You will get all the notes. I'm sending again. Please take it from here. Okay, then we'll wind up the session. Take care. Good night.